just let you eat? Can you let me eat now? Maybe. Thank you. Well, hello everyone. Hello, Fig. So, I picked up some Chipotle. Fig, you gotta let Mom eat. You gotta let Mom eat. Thank you. I know I'm looking like a bit of a grub, but I figure that should not stop me from having a delicious meal with you guys. I don't remember the last time I've had Chipotle. It's been at least a month. No, you were probably thinking I was gonna say like, it's been like 3 years. Nay. I do love me some Chipotle. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Okay, so what I always get, alright, this just wasn't very well wrapped. I get a veggie burrito, and I am always so excited about it because just delicious. And then I always get some chips, and also if you are a fan of the veggie burrito or you're cheap and you don't want to pay for guac, I just get my guac on the side. Guac comes with the veggie burrito, no charge, so just don't get guac on your burrito, and then you get it on the side, and then you can eat it with your delicious chips. Delicious chips. Yes? Yes. Alright, first bite. Here we go. So good. Do you need to see inside of my burrito? It's basically just a hot mess in there, but I suppose I could have been like not quite as savagely and like gotten maybe a plate or something, especially because it looks like they did not give me any napkins. Oh, I'm failing all over the place today. All across the board, huh? Hey Galileo, can I eat? Is this okay? I literally just fed these guys. They're acting like they haven't eaten all day. You had your dry food in the morning. You just got your wet food. My goodness. So, anyways, what I always get, I get the veggie burrito, and I get that with the white rice, black beans, the veggies, lettuce, and the chunky tomatoey salsa, and then sour cream and cheese, and it is delicious. And then I get, like I said, the chips and the guac, and then I also get one of these peach orange Nantucket nectars, flavored peach orange juice blend. So good. This juice. So good. It's worth the extra like $3 or whatever ridiculous price they charge you for that stuff. It's a good little treat, let me tell you. There's something about the fresh juice with the spices and the cilantro and stuff that's in these burritos. Hey, come play up here. I'm sure people would like to see you up here. Okay, never mind. Play underneath, that's fine. But I had to wait. Yes, I had to wait at Chipotle. I mean, besides just like being in line, you know, there was a long line as always. Okay, you're not ripping off? Great. What angle should I go at this? But I think, as I think I was saying, hopefully that plane isn't too loud, my goodness. You noisy plane! Oh yeah, I think I was also going to, I was so hungry. Was anyone else, like, I feel like these chip bags are like so stupidly big. I always rip the top off there. Now instead of just seeing a brown bag, you can see these delicious chips too. Oh, look at this, a proper thumbnail? Yes! Oh, you guys, you love it. Or is it just me that's happy about it? Whatever. But yeah, so I waited in line like normal to get my Chipotle. And then once I got up there, you know, she asked me what I wanted, and I looked down at the veggie pit, you know, like the little container that has all the fried veggies or whatever. Well, they're not fried, grilled, whatever they are. And I looked down and I was like, veggie burrito. And she was like, you're gonna have to wait a couple minutes. And I was like, okay. You know, she asks because, you know, it's her job and she's supposed to be polite and kind or whatever. But it's like, it's one of those funny things where it's like, because, you know, she asked, she was like, you're gonna have to wait a couple minutes, like, is that okay? Do you want to wait? And I'm like, what else am I gonna do? Leave? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll wait, you know? So I just awkwardly waited. But because of that, the veggies are like ultra, like, tender. Oh, so good. Hitting the spot for sure. I'm so glad with my last mukbang back here. I'm glad it went a lot better with the comments disabled. Like, just overall, I felt like, you know, there was just less drama, less warring. There were less dislikes on the video, which is always great to see, and it just made me happy. So I'm glad to be doing these mukbangs again. I'm sorry it took me a couple weeks to do this one. I didn't plan on skipping a week. I just feel like I've been really overwhelmed with, like, other videos that I'm trying to get out that I've just had backlogged and stuff. So I just, yeah, that's really the only reason why I haven't done another mukbang. So but I know quite a few of you, I feel like, requested me to do Chipotle. If you have any requests of, like, places you want to see me eat, let me know. You know, tweet me, because obviously you can't, like, comment, but I'm always down for requests. Yum, yum, yum. So how are you guys? I hope you're good. I just got home from the vet with Figaro. He probably turned 1 year old around this time. Time of year, time of month. Galileo just turned 5, which is like, what? And now Fig is 1, and he had a completely healthy bill of health, good bill of health, whatever is that's the term, right? But yeah, all was well. I was worried. I thought he had, like, some sort of gum infection, but apparently it was like his tonsils or I don't really know. The vet said he was good, and I was like, that's all I need to know, you know? Excuse me, but yeah, he's a big boy. I think he weighed in at, was it 13.4 pounds? Like, Fig, you're 2 pounds heavier than G. Like, I knew that, but I was honestly surprised that he didn't say that Figaro needed to lose some weight, because I know he's got a little bit of wiggle underneath his tummy. Or on his tummy, I suppose. But so do I. Whatever. And I asked the vet too, I was like, because, you know, with Figaro being a rescue cat, like, I don't know what breed he is, you know what I mean? And I've always wondered, because when I first got him, I mean, he was just so scrawny and whatever, and granted, that was partially because, you know, he was a kitten when I got him, and it was also because he was malnourished, because I think I've told you guys this before, but, you know, he was one of those cats that just got dumped off on the step of the, not the foster place, but the animal rescue place. You know, the owner or whoever found him, or I don't know. Either way, He and his brother got dumped in a shoebox on the front step to this animal rescue. And they just left him there. And both of them had like bad ear mites and very, very skinny, very underweight. That's why I also have no idea how old he is. I mean, you know, they were able to approximate, you know, but don't really know his birthday. But I think where I was going with that, I asked the vet, I was like, I know you have no, like, for sure way of knowing, but if you could guess, like, what kind of cat would Figaro be? And he guessed a Maine Coon. And I was like, yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm sure he's a mutt, just, you know, considering all the circumstances, you know, it's not very often that a pedigreed cat would just get dumped on the front step of a rescue. So chances are he's got more than just one breed in him, but I always thought a Maine Coon based on his personality. But the vet, you know, because Figaro's got a bigger build and just like his face structure and the long hair and the fact that like Figaro gave him a headbutt, like I was so proud. It's like one of those things where it's like, you know, you take your animal to the vet and it's, you can only expect them to be so well behaved because they're terrified, you know what I mean? And granted, there will always be the exceptions, you know, there's some dogs that are just like, I love everybody, but, you know, especially with cats, gotta warm up. But when the vet went to like, you know, grab his head and like feel around in his little, this area and whatnot, like Figaro gave the vet a headbutt and I was like, baby, you get treats when we get home. So many treats. I was just so happy. And the vet was like, yeah, seriously, do you know like how many cats do that? Like maybe 1 in 1,000. Like, and apparently that's a very Maine Coon thing to do. So, and I have known that about Maine Coons is that they are very, very friendly. They're very much dog-like in that they love people, they love being around people, they're playful, they're loving, affectionate, and that's like Figaro to a T. Galileo is much more like me. Well, he's like a mixture. Or I'm like a mixture, I suppose. I'm very friendly, but I definitely take some warming up, you know, and Galileo's that way where it's like, first meets you, he's gonna go hide, no thanks. But, and I'm that way on the inside, on the outside I'm very friendly, but it takes me a while to get to, you know, trust a person, which, that's life, you know, sometimes. Sometimes, I don't know where I'm going with this, but so yeah, that's been my day. There were loads of police officers like out today, just out, and I'm like pulling people over, like pulled over on the side of the road with their blinker lights going, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like on every single cross section it was like cop, cop, cop. And then finally, like when I was going to pull into Chipotle and everything, there was a cop behind me and his lights weren't on, but you know, I could obviously see police written across the front of the car. I'm just like, oh my god, oh my, I hate that. I hate when police officers, I mean, they can't help it. It's their job to be out on the road and they're gonna be behind somebody, but like it just makes me so nervous. And just like in the back of my mind I'm like, okay, I've got my insurance card in my wallet and in the glove compartment. My tabs, those are right? Or are they expired? No, tabs are good, right? Oh my god, like did I put my blinker on? Is my blinker working? Like I just get so worked up and scared. Oh, but it was okay. It was okay. I don't remember the last time I got pulled over. I think I was probably like 16. I feel like it was right when I got my driver's license. And it was just one of those dumb roads where it's like, normally it's a 55 and then all of a sudden for like this 2-mile stretch, it's like 30. And I didn't slow down quick enough. So I got pulled over. But I got out of it. That scared me. Scared me enough to pay more attention. Of course, all the cheese is on the bottom, so now I'm like just getting cheese. But that's okay. It's delicious. But I hope you guys are eating something delicious. Or something at all. Or maybe you're one of those people that watches mukbangs and you're not eating anything. I do that sometimes. I actually did that. Ah! Why was that so difficult? I did that earlier today. I was cleaning up my place, which like was so nice when I got home here. Like, it just smelled like a hotel room when I got home. Because I did laundry, so I've got laundry hanging up over there, so there's that smell. And then like my bathroom, I like deep cleaned it. Like I kaboomed everything in the shower, cleaned my toilet inside and out. I cleaned the countertops, you know, Windex, Drano-ed everything. So it just smelled very clean, which is nice. Not that my place usually smells dirty, but you know what I mean. It just had that cleaner smell to it. Alright. We're getting to the part where it's like, I don't know, bro. How are we gonna do this? I figured it out. I'm also glad my back is finally starting to feel better so I can like sit upright semi-comfortably. I think I just pulled it the other week doing a workout. I just didn't have the right posture or something, and my back is just like, my back has always been so fragile. I've had problems with it for a very long time. Put me in the hospital a couple times too. God, that was the worst in college. I feel like it's really hard to tell a cohesive story when I'm trying to like wrangle my burrito in, but basically it was in college. All of the dairy just went to the bottom of this. I'm basically like eating a huge pocket of sour cream and cheese. I'm just glad that ended up at the bottom, because I always get really angry when I end up eating that pocket on top and then I expect the whole burrito to be that yummy and then it's not. So I'm actually happy about this. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will tell you this story after I finish this. I've got the Bruno Mars song stuck in my head. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. I don't know why that's been stuck in my head like the past couple days. It's just so catchy. Like, I feel like that's the catch with every Bruno Mars song. Really catchy, lyrics are just stupid, like, really shallow, but dang, it's a catchy tune. Alright, you guys, last bite. Let's savor this, huh? Mmm. That was delicious. Oh, there we go. I knew I had some lettuce in my teeth. But, anyways, story time, shall we? Aside from the fact that I have to mention, other than, like, hint of lime tortilla chips, Chipotle makes the best tortilla chips. So good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so story time, you know, in colleges, I feel like every college, most colleges, they have either like a May term or a J term where, you know, for a month, for most people, it's a normal break time. But for 2 of your years, I think it's 2 of your years for every college that does May term or J term, but for 2 out of your 4 years at that college, you have to take a class over that break. Just one class. And one of the years that I did it, both of my, because most people I feel like get them out of the way, like their freshman and sophomore year that they're in college, but I decided to wait. I think I did mine did I do it sophomore and senior year? Or junior, senior year? I waited until there was a class that I wanted to take, you know? I didn't want to stick around for some stupid class. Like, when there was a chance, there would be a class that I would actually really enjoy. Because, you know, for the most part, the classes are all pretty fun. I mean, I know they always offered a watercolor class, which I wasn't allowed in, I'm pretty sure, because I was an art major, but, you know, it just, everything had, excuse me, like a weird topic to it. Like, what I'm gonna mention isn't even weird, but like, specific film noir type films and looking at a specific actor in those films and from something, I don't know. It was all very specific, basically, and I was just waiting for there to be a good one for me, right? Okay. So, the first time I did it, I did a dentistry internship, because that was an option. You know, you could choose to do an internship in the field of your choice or whatever, and they would try to hook you up with an alumni from the school, and you'd get to go hang out with them and figure out their job and everything. So I got to do that with a dentist, which was really cool. And then for my other one, I got to take, oh, I forget what it was exactly called, but it was a class like about Japanese history. Like, I basically took enough classes in the Japanese history department at college where it's like, I think if I would have taken a couple more, I could have had a minor in Japanese studies. But like, I just remember I was in, you know, up to like a 3rd honors class or something. You know, most people, they'll just take like the base course, they'll get their history credit out of the way or whatever, but I just kept on taking them as like my fun classes. And you know, for most people, for their extra classes, they'll take something like easy, you know, like they'll take an art class or they'll take a whatever class. But I'm like, I'm gonna take honors 3 Japanese history. Yay, this is my fun class. And it was fun. Like, I loved the professor. Like, I should email him. He was a great, great guy, and I just loved taking his classes and learning about Japanese history and everything. But either way, all that to say, So good. But so, that's the class I was taking my senior year. Or I was taking some, it was like everyday Japan, or it was something pretty basic Japan. But it was fun. But my roommates were both, you know, they had already taken their classes. So I was alone in my apartment for that month. They had both, they had all gone home. And so it was just me, which was great. You know, I love my alone time. So like it was nice to get that little breather and everything. So one night I got up out of bed to go to the bathroom. But when I sat up and went to get out of bed, all of a sudden, like, worst pain, like, not even describable. Not even able to be described, the pain that was in my back. Like, it literally crippled me to my knees. And I was just like, oh my god, like, is this a Charlie horse in my back? You know, like, I have no idea what's going on. And at that point, I had definitely had some back problems, but not at all to this extent. And so I was on my knees, and it was so painful to the point where it made me nauseous. And so I'm like, okay, now I really have to go to the bathroom. I have no idea how I'm going to get up there to do the initial take a pee like I was going to. I don't think I can climb up onto the toilet, so I'm going to have to hold my pee. But now I definitely have to throw up. Sorry if you're eating. For me, I don't mind talking about all this kind of stuff when I'm eating. Like, it really does not bother me talking about poop and puke and whatever else. It does not affect my appetite at all. But I know some people are sensitive to it. So, I'll keep that part brief. Either way, I was feeling nauseous, so I'm like, I need to somehow get my butt from the floor here in my bedroom to the bathroom. You know, probably 25 feet away. Is that a lot? I have a really hard time, like, visualizing distances. I feel like it would be like 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 steps. Does that sound reasonable? Either way, so I'm like, I can do this. Okay. So I, like, crawl my way to the bathroom. Finally make it there. Just end up dry heaving. Like, nothing comes out. And I'm just, like, basically passed out on the bathroom floor. Like, in so much pain. I mean, I wish I had actually passed out because the pain was just awful. Awful. And thankfully I had enough foresight to grab my phone and bring it with me, like, just in case, if anything, like, maybe even if I just need to call my mom and be like, Mommy, I'm hurting, like, help me, sing me to sleep. I've never done that before, but I don't think my mom has ever sung me to sleep. Did you, Mom? Are you watching this? As a baby, did you used to sing us to sleep? I don't know. But, and so at this point too, you know, it's like, what, 2, 3 in the morning probably? So, I'm dry heaving, I'm on the floor, so much pain, and I'm just like, it's one of those times where other than having, when I had pneumonia and didn't quite know that I had pneumonia yet, the pain that I was feeling when I was breathing, in this case with my back, like, the amount of pain I thought I might die. You know, like, it was that bad, and that's not, like, me exaggerating. I literally thought I might die. You know, like, there's sometimes where it's like, oh, I've got a cold, like, I feel like I'm gonna die. I was actually afraid I was going to die alone on my bathroom floor. Like, can you imagine my roommates come back after a few weeks? They're like, Cassie, we missed you! Oh my god, there's a dead body on the floor and it's Cassie! Great. So, anyways, this has gotten very sidetracky, hasn't it? But basically, I'm on the floor. I had tried dealing with this pain. Like, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get up, I'm gonna go back to bed, it'll be great. Couldn't get up. I was probably in the bathroom for like maybe 5-10 minutes. I was definitely feeling it. You know, I thought I was going to die. Excuse me. I'm inhaling too much from talking. But so I was like, I have to call. Well, first off, I tried calling my mom. Didn't pick up. Tried calling my dad. Didn't pick up. Because I was going to ask them, like, is this something I should call 911 for? Like, am I dying? You know, like, can you Google it or something? But neither of them picked up, so I waited another like 5 minutes, tried calling again, didn't pick up, and I'm like, I have to call an ambulance because I'm going to die, I'm pretty sure. So I called the ambulance, and I told the operator, I was like, I cannot get up to get my keys and open the door for them. Like, I don't know how they're gonna get in. So basically what they had to, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they just like had, so they got in. I thought they were gonna have to kick the door down, but somehow, I don't know if like maybe the school had a master key that they somehow, like maybe they just always have, or I don't know. But I just remember they finally got to my apartment and they knocked on the door. And I had told the operator, I was like, can you tell them, you know, they're gonna have to get in. And so like they knock on the door and I'm like, yeah, hi, I'm in here. You know, like, come help me. And they're like, well, can you open the door? I was like, literally, nope, cannot move. And so somehow they were able to get in, but so they got to me, they like gave me an oxygen tank. Sorry, Figaro just ran on the table. But like gave me an oxygen tank, like were checking me out to make sure like my back wasn't broken or whatever, and they got me up onto a stretcher and we went to go and leave, and I was like, can someone like please grab my wallet, grab my keys, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get back in here, I'm not going to be able to pay you, I'm not going to have my insurance card. And of course too, like one of my roommates, she was not a roommate by choice. She got put there. And she stole my credit card at one point. So eventually after that happened, I basically kept everything locked up, even my wallet. Because I mean, for the most part, I really didn't need my wallet on campus, so I rarely ever carried it around with me. But, so I had to like tell them, I was like, okay, here's the combo for my little safe. Like, can you please give my wallet and everything? Just like embarrassing. And either way, they ended up getting me to the doctor, and I don't even really remember what they did for me. Nothing really. I don't feel like they gave me any sort of painkillers, nothing. Not that I remember. I just laid there for a few hours and like tried not to pass out, tried not to die. I mean, I think eventually we were able to figure it out that it was like a pinched nerve or something, or like multiple pinched nerves. I have no idea. But you know, my dad is a very early riser, and so I think he woke up at like 5 in the morning just like naturally, saw that I called and was like, why is Cassie like in the middle of the week on a Tuesday, or you know, whatever day of the week it was, why did my daughter call me a few hours ago in the middle of the night, middle of the week, what is going on? And so he called me back. He's like, Cassie, what is going on? Blah, blah, blah. Are you okay? I was like, Dad, I think I'm dying, but yeah, it's all good. Don't worry, I'm at the hospital. And he was like, I'm coming there. Because I didn't go to school like right next to home. So he had to drive probably like 50 minutes, I think. And so he came and he hung out with me for a few hours and got me all checked out, and not like he didn't check me out. He like checked me out at the front desk and everything. You know, my insurance and whatnot. And yeah, then he wheelchaired me out and brought me back to my apartment and tucked me in bed, and then he went to work after that, I think, and thankfully enough. Because I think like what I was the most worried about was like, you know, I'm a week and a half, 2 weeks into this 4-week course that I have to take to graduate. It's my senior year. Like, I am not about to get like held back because I missed a couple days of this class, because you know the class is, I think it was 4 times a week. You know, it's your only class. And it's like you could maybe miss like 1 day. You know, you got like your 1 sick day, and I'm like, I can't. Like, I can't be out of class for a week, you know? It's a core to the material. And so I was like, I'm gonna have to get to class somehow. Like, I can't get held behind because I missed my 1 month class. You know what I mean? And so my mom thankfully had days saved, you know, for days off. So she was able to take a few days off, you know, for the week and then the weekend. And she just stayed with me. I was very grateful because she had to, like, wheelchair me around campus. cook me meals, and oh, I was a mess. I was a mess. And I was a hurting girl. They had to have. I think they gave me some sort of painkiller. They had to have. Because, oh my gosh, I was in pain. Yummy. So yeah, that was my ultra long story about how I thought I was gonna die one time. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't feel like it was that exciting, but these chips are just so good. They've got the perfect amount of salt on them. The salt is in like big crystals, so it's like when you crunch into the chip, it just like bursts. Just delightful. I think I'm just gonna have a couple more, and then we'll save half my guac, and then I can have the other chips tomorrow. Eat them for breakfast, because why the heck not, right? Yum. Oop. I hope you guys enjoyed eating with me. Like I said, I'm sorry it's been a couple weeks. But yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. If you ate with me, I hope you enjoyed your meal. If you didn't eat with me, I hope you enjoyed the video anyways. If you did, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it, and so would Figaro, and so would Galileo over there, because they both showed their faces this time. That's always fun. And yeah, if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. I'd love to have you here. I'm so burpy tonight. I usually like don't, excuse me. I usually like do not burp at all. It really must be because I'm talking so much and like air is getting in. Whew, okay, deep breaths. So, like I said, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I guess I will be seeing you all very soon, probably in a video tomorrow. So yeah, until then, just stay well until then. Bye!